loading a second LTL. Waited till 12 o'clock local time, and the customer says it's a go, but the customer, the actual guy who hired us or wanted to hire us, is in Canada, I think like Nova Scotia or somewhere like that, and the actual loading place is here southwest, like 25 miles away from me. And they sent me the address, they sent me the phone number, and they said don't load yet, we're waiting for the credit application. And in case you guys don't know how it works, like when a shipper or customer, whatever, broker deal with their customer, the guy who has a load, or a trucking company, they always check each other's credit, right? And they give you a credit for a certain amount, and then when you do the work, they give you the invoice against that, you know, credit that they give you. So it's kind of like a weird system, but that's how it works. So so basically, if you don't pay, let's say they give you a credit of $10,000 and you moved 3 loads for them and they still didn't pay you as a carrier, then you just say, I'm sorry guys, but you know, your credit is 10,000, we already moved, like, let's say, I don't know, $9,000 worth of freight for you, and it's been 45 days, we still haven't received any money, right? So that's it. And then of course the shipper or the broker can say, oh, please extend my credit or give me more money, you know. So basically it's like weird system, like there's no money, just it's all credit, and then payments against that credit. It's like they open you a line of credit, right? So anyway, so they were waiting for a credit application to be processed by the customer, and so I called this guy that they gave me the phone number for, and it's so hot. Check this out, 33F. Okay, because now I'm sitting, we can check exactly what that is in F. So 33 Celsius, sorry, 92F, 92. Okay, I'll 93. What? I'm a liar now? Okay, I leave it like that. So anyway, I called the guy because I thought this was the customer, but in trucking, again, it's very confusing who your customer is. You know, only dispatch usually knows, because the customer quite often is not the shipper, is not the place where you pick up the goods, and it's not even the broker. You know, it's very confusing. Anyway, but I call this guy, they give me the name, right? And the phone company automatic message says, the phone number you're calling is not a working phone number. Like something's not going right with that load, you know, from the start. So okay, I open Google Maps, I put in that address, and I find the company right on Google Maps. I see the company name, the same name they gave me where I'm supposed to pick up, right? Southwestern Houston. I click on that one, I see again their website, you know, and I see the phone number. Turns out the 2 last digits were not 40, they were 41. Okay, I call that number with 41. Some guy answers in English, everything's good, no Spanish. I said, can I talk to this gentleman over here? Oh, he's not in today. I said, oh geez, I'm supposed to pick up a load, and my boss said we're still waiting for the credit application. And he says, this guy is at the dentist. He had an emergency, he's having his wisdom tooth pulled. I said, okay. Is there maybe anybody else who knows what's going on or can ship this? And they said no, he'll be back on Monday. Okay, so I called the boss. I said, guys, here's what happened. They're saying that the guy who's responsible for loading is not going to be there until Monday. And my dispatch says, hold on, actually that application, credit application we were waiting for is from our customer in Canada, not from this guy. Stand by. And then he calls me back 10 minutes later. He says, yeah, you're right, the guy who was supposed to load you is having some tooth problems, and so nothing is gonna happen till Monday. And I said, well, I'm not sitting here for 3 days, and plus it's not even clear if they will load, right? Because we still don't have the confirmation, we don't have the credit application. Basically, I can be sitting here a week. Like, I've had some bad experiences with the loads like this, so I said, I'm sorry, I'm not sitting here over the weekend. And actually dispatch says, well, we understand. Like, he says, I told that guy the same thing. He says, I don't want to leave my driver over there for the weekend when it's not yet clear, you know. But this is, like, you know, a typical situation that sometimes you have to make a decision. Does not matter left or right, it's your call. You gotta make a decision. Now, if only I could leave this truck stop here without killing too many people. So that's 69 or 59. Oh, go. Just let me be. Yeah, he was trying to block traffic, and see, people are getting pretty angry, upset with him. And so yeah, so they said, okay, go. So I have one roller, bunch of space on the trailer, but okay, which way we are going here? Okay, yeah, I'm not going here. This is 69 south. I need 69 north, so there should be a turn. I'm guessing under the bridge. But yeah, you guys were right. Someone left a comment about the truck stop. It was really disgusting, you know, like so dirty. Okay, I'm guessing I'm turning somewhere here.
Sharp left, Highway 59 north.
Oh boy, it's one of those turnarounds again. They're very tight. Flat gauge. Look at the front, it says flat gauge. So which means that this part of the highway can get flooded. And the food over there, everything is breaded, you know. I didn't see any normal food, you know, but they had some nuts, they had some bananas, and you know, and at least they had lots of electric plug-ins, you know. I went there in the morning because my laptop died on the day before, so I was able to charge my laptop, upload the movie. Oh, and they did have a free Wi-Fi. I only found out later because I saw it says secured, so I went to ask for the password, and when I tried to enter it, it says invalid, but it still connected me. So, but it's probably too slow anyway, so I used my phone to upload. This last video was over 800 megabytes. 800 megabytes. Okay, I think this is the entrance. No, wait. Where's the entrance to the freeway? next next interchange. And from here it's about 2,000 kilometers to Canada, so I'll be driving all weekend, but it's fine, you know, the load is light. So Texas 59, Texarkana, I drove here many times, especially with Landstar. Not so much after I left them or after they kicked me out. Yeah, because nowadays I'm trying to stay close to my home base. There's much more money in local, especially regional trips, you know, like under 500 miles. So like this one, right? Okay, it was good money going this way, but then I had to do a bunch of empty miles. And now, of course, this one pays much less than the load down into US, because loads from Texas are normally very cheap. Okay, finally we made it to the freeway. Guys, you know, leaving the freeway. I always try to stay, and I tell people, try to stay in the third lane from the left. That's most of the time is the correct lane. Cruise control is set at unusually high speed for Captain Sergei. 97 kilometers an hour. Jeez. Yeah, probably let's slow down a bit before we kill somebody. Oh, 95. 59 miles per hour. No, it's because, you know, another thing about speed, right? If somebody is new to this thing, is that I'm paid percentage, so I don't care about the miles, right? I care about my fuel mileage. And so the slower I go, the more money there'll be left in my pocket. Just met another fan over there, a guy with a kid. I see they were walking. I remember they were not the guys who left these two trucks parked next to me. Like one is over here. See, one is a Pete, one is a Kenworth, and the same color scheme. They're from Liberty, Texas. Curtis and Son companies. Looks like they're like oil field high boys, you know, the trailer that can load some specialized machinery. And so these two guys, yeah, they come over. The guy come over, shakes my hand. Hey, I watch all the videos. Trying to get back home too. He says I'm from Louisiana. And this is a new pilot in Lufkin, and inside it looks very interesting. The building, I think it was a former factory or something. Like the ceilings inside, I don't know, like maybe 6 meters, you know, maybe like 20 feet. Yeah, so there's no internet, so I have no idea. I was using my printed truck stop directory, and the next stop should be Marshall, Texas, and that's kind of a famous town, right? There was a movie based on what happened with was it a football team? Football team that was on board a plane, and the plane basically crashed and everybody died. And so there's I was looking for something big with a large parking area and with the restaurant, right? Because there's a bunch of truck stops over there, but one was small, no restaurant. So I wrote it down over here.
2 kilometers, keep left.
I think it's called Pony Express. Pony Express, Velero, large size. This area is so busy over here because there's a lot of I see like the Jack in the Box, this restaurant in here, there's a bunch of restaurants on the other side, and there's construction on 59. It took me a while to get in here, and now getting out should be a bit easier because I'm bypassing all this jam traffic on the bridge. And it's been a while since I had a load like this, you know. No signs, no flags. I cannot believe it, you know. Probably 20,000 pounds. If that, because I can see my fifth wheel gauge is very low. Okay, now I just need. Yeah, see over here, it's very slow. One lane only. This is the southern part of Marshal. That's I-20 over there. This is I-59. I'm gonna be going tomorrow this way because this is north. And I just went for some waffles with pecans over there on the other side of this Exxon. And then I saw this. What do you guys think this is? No, not the sign, large trucks, but over here they have this like a triangle, and it looks like these are, you know, lightning rods, you know, and there's signs everywhere, do not park. But I'm pretty sure that's what they are. Look, they are dug deep in the dirt, right? And they have this thing on the top, right? And there's 3 of them. One over here, one over there. Interesting, you know? Maybe there's a local glass maker, you know, like in that movie, Sweet Home Alabama. There's a local glass maker. He waits for the lightning to strike, and then he collects these things from the ground. Oh, there's 2 more over here. Oh. 2 more rods. 1 and 2. Anyway, my truck stop is on the other side. My truck stop is on the other side of the freeway because there's nothing here except some restaurants and hotels. That's a rare truck. The traffic is crazy over here. this morning you guys saw me at ugly truck stop. People were calling it disgusting, but evidently you have no idea what in general truck stop look like. Well, that was not, the thing is, that was not, you know, a pilot or TA. At least those guys try to keep them clean, right? They have a guy with a truck, he drives around each morning usually and picks up all garbage, and there's a bunch of garbage cans everywhere, right? Those guys have nothing. And the same here. This is Pony Express Travel Center, which clearly has seen better days, and there's garbage everywhere. Like you see behind my trailer in the mirror, there's bottles with that mysterious yellow liquid. I'm not sure what it is. Okay. Some guy just dropped an expensive right now over here, all aluminum. Aluminum rims with some expensive parts, and left it over. And I'm tired of cleaning my windshield. It's full of those darn bugs. And so I was there. There's a bridge. You can probably see the top of I see the camera, because of so much dirt on the windshield, the camera focuses on the bugs. Anyway, come on, focus. Yeah, over there, that's the freeway, over there between the grass, that opening. Actually, it's, where is it? See? Some alien. Yeah, that's what it is. These bugs, except they're in pairs. And they go crazy. There's a bunch of hotels over here. I see one. I see a rear of some oversized guy with a 2-axle Jeep. So I'm gonna stay here till morning. Well, at least these guys over here, they have lots of parking, you know. That's why I went here, because I found on my truck stop directory it said the large parking area, and inside they do have a restaurant, but it's some kind of like a homemade food, you know, no brand. So I just walked. There's a bunch of gas stations on the corner as well. I don't want to even go inside there. It's all dirty, you know. Not inside, but outside. Kind of like a very old bus depot, you know, where people come and go. So anyway, that was my first stop Friday. So I'll continue driving through the weekend, and the goal is to reach Port Huron, Michigan sometime early Monday. We're gonna finish this segment. I thought I was done, but then I saw this truck, and actually I saw it before. I saw it when I was driving empty towards Houston. So this guy was coming from also from the west, from like New Mexico. I'm positive it's the same guy, because I remember staring at this 4-axle Pete with a 3-axle Jeep, and he had this big military forklift, like a huge loader with a container attachment, and you see 3-axle trailer and 2-axle Jeep, and looks like this is a beam trailer, I think. Yeah, it's a beam trailer, because you see the wheels are on the sides. They're not sitting on the deck, and the whole frame sits on some big timbers. I guess because it's so tall over here, that boom, you know, and it sits on timbers too. A very unique load. So what he has, 5 axles in the back, 5 plus 3, 8 plus 4, so 12 axles.